I choose what I show, and I choose what I don't. And I paint a picture that's not real. So I just want to try to show you my life as honestly as I can. This is how I exist most of the time, and I hide it. It just doesn't feel right anymore to be trying to paint the same picture that I was. I feel like I'm really good at talking and saying nothing. So instead of saying more things, I'm just going to show my life as honestly as I can, and not only the parts that I want to be seen. So this is my real life.
I've met a few girls on my way, but they just wanted me for play. So I packed my bags, I left it all to find a place where I could always expect to be lonely. I was resigned to my fate only to find you. To find you. Stepping into the great unknown. 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 Now the snow was falling heavy. It was cold, I wasn't ready to allow you any sunlight. It would blind you and then you might take a chance and try and leave me. Make me be the wreck that I'd be without you. Stepping into the great unknown. Stepping into the great unknown.
I live a lot of my life on my bed because for a long time I've been telling myself, this is the kind of person that I am. This is what I have to do. Because I have less energy than other people, because I'm lazier than other people, that I have to hide more than other people. I've just been telling myself for so long, in different ways, in different wording, that I am not the right kind of person. And it's because I tell myself this all the time that I live my life like this. I hide and I'm sedentary. I list my negative traits over and over and over to myself because I think that's what makes me not a douche. If I constantly remind myself of how self-absorbed I am and all the reasons why I'm so annoying and all the reasons why other people shouldn't like me and all the reasons why I don't like me, then that will stop me from being completely insufferable. As long as I know I'm the worst, then I'm lovable in some way, because I think a big part of me doesn't think that I am lovable. I think a big part of me thinks that I'm ugly. And I don't really want to admit that, because I want to believe that I am beautiful because I want to believe that every living thing is beautiful. You know, I tell myself all the time, there's not, you know, it's like very lame to say, like there's not one kind of beautiful. You know, it's an Arthur moment, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Arthur moments aren't painfully true. You know, Arthur doesn't lie, Francine doesn't lie, Buster doesn't lie, DW would never lie, and that's why we have to respect her the most. Simultaneously, yeah, I do think that I'm kind of hideous. Part of me does think that. Part of me does think that I am a bad person. Because I tell myself that so much. And I feel like everyone around me is just inherently good. I just feel like I'm not right. I'm not right. My brain is too calculated. I'm too selfish. Too ugly. I mean, I don't think I'm like ugly. I just think that my face is, it's fine. My body looks like if you chewed an entire pack of juicy fruit and you chewed it so all the flavor was gone, and then you choked on it, and then someone had to give you the Heimlich remover and it like plopped out of your throat. That's what my body looks like, is that piece of gum. It's like bulbous and misshapen in a way that like you don't expect a human form to be. But here's the thing. Part of me does really feel all these, you know, negative things about myself. And then part of me feels like I am beautiful. Sometimes I'm naked all the time in my house. And that's just an example of how, you know, this is still all a curation, because I'm not showing you the moments on my bed when I'm completely nude and flopped like an overturned turtle and not moving for 35 minutes straight. But sometimes I can look in the mirror completely naked and I think I look like cool. I'm aware, maybe I'm too aware of how most people seemingly wouldn't want to bang me or would like be disturbed by my naked form. But I can look in the mirror and appreciate like the way that I look. But when it comes to how I feel other people are gonna look at me, I'm not okay with. That's what I need to hide. I guess protect myself from the possible pain of rejection. Because I look at my naked self. What am I talking about? I don't know. I look at my naked self and I'm like, I can appreciate the beauty. I can appreciate like my fat shoulders and like my weird boot. Like I can just like appreciate the bulbousness of it and like the mush factor. Like I think it's cozy and I think like I can appreciate it. I just know there's a lot of people that wouldn't. So I protect myself from that too much. And that's what my life on this bed is. I'm protecting myself too much. And I'm telling myself things that I have believed are true for a long time, but maybe they're not. Yes, I have flaws. Yes, I have flaws. Yes, maybe telling myself about them all the time served a purpose and it worked for a while. I don't think it's working anymore. Because maybe I'm telling myself this because I'm afraid of what would happen if I let myself outwardly believe in me. Because here's the truth. I do believe. I believe that I am talented. And I believe I have something to say. And I believe I am worthy of being heard. And I like the way I look. Yeah, part of me hates it. But part of me does like it. Part of me feels cool. Maybe part of me is scared of what would happen if I let myself be confident. And I think part of me really feels that I want to do something meaningful with my life. And that these voices that are keeping me in this bed and telling myself that I am a bad person and that I'm ugly and that if anyone saw all of me, they would be disgusted. Those voices are preventing me and holding me back from doing the good that I want to do with my life. They are anchoring me to this bed. And that was fine for most of my life. It was fine when I didn't want anything, or I told myself I didn't want anything. It was fine when the only future I could imagine was, living by myself by the sea, and making my living however I could, and writing poetry. Shut up. I used to write poetry. Whatever. Who says it's lame? Who says? Everyone? They're wrong. I would write poetry by the sea that no one would ever read, and I would die lonely, but I was okay with it. So all the voices that keep me in my bed, they were fine for so long. And now I don't think it's fine anymore. And I'm questioning what they're telling me, because I know that what you believe is what will be real for you. And I don't want to be a bad person, but I'm telling myself all the time that I am. That doesn't serve me in any way at all. Just because I have flaws, different flaws than the people around me, doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I am not an angel. But just because I'm not an angel doesn't mean I'm a demon. It's not doing the world a service by hiding me all the time. I think that I can end relationships, and I can isolate myself from people. I can hide myself in countless ways because I think that is doing the world a service. But maybe I'm not giving a lot of credit to other people. I'm not. Maybe there's some people that could look at me and think I'm disgusting. But I know there's people that wouldn't. Maybe people are strong enough to be around me even when I'm not at my best. Maybe hiding and isolating myself isn't the right thing to do. Maybe it's not. I don't think it is. And I'm tired of this. I am, because I told myself for so long this is what I have to do. And I know now that that's not true. And I do try to curate how people see me. This is a curation. I'm not showing you the moments when it's 5 a.m. and I'm anxious that my building's on fire and no one's awake yet to realize. And clutching tiny crystals like the lesbian goblin that I am. There's a few laws as a lesbian, and crystals are one of them legally. If you don't have one, you could be put in jail. And then also really healthy date-based granola bars. That's another requirement. Being aware of the moon and its position is a solid requirement. Astrology as a whole. If you don't know what your rising sign is, as a lesbian, not to be alarmist in any way, I just wouldn't talk about that openly in front of law enforcement, because I'm just saying you're gonna get yourself into some legal trouble. You will be sued. I choose what I show, maybe partly because I feel like all of me isn't good enough. Maybe me telling myself that I have to live my life inside, that I have to live my life on this bed, that I'm not the right kind of person. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it used to be and now I've changed, or maybe it never was true. I protect myself a lot from the pain that other people could cause, from pain I could cause myself, from rejection, from the world, from feelings, from vulnerability. But I don't know if this life makes sense for me anymore. I don't know. I'm starting to question the things I've been telling myself for so many years. And maybe the things that I'm seeing in other people, the things that I'm comparing myself to, the energy that I feel like I don't have, that I see in other people, maybe that's a curation. I want to leave this bed, and I want to stop protecting myself so much from the possibility of being hurt or rejected by other people. Because, yes, maybe that will happen. But if I start telling myself that I am worthy, that I matter, that I have value, that I am worthy of being heard, that I have something to do, and I will do it, no matter what other people say, no matter what rejection I face, I will do the good that I intend to do with my life, no matter what. What if I tell myself that I am beautiful and don't make excuses for how lame and Arthur it is to say that, and I just say it and I let myself really try to feel it? What if I tell myself it's okay to know your worth, and it's okay to know that you take up space, and that doesn't make you a douche, that's just who you are? What if I tell myself that I am a good person and that I'm flawed and I will continue to work to be better, but I am good? What if I tell myself there is no right kind of person? There's just a person. I'm capable of more. And I want more. There's a lot of beauty and possibility beyond a bed.